Conversation and whiskey.
Here we go. We're going to have a conversation while we're drinking Barrell Seagrass, which is great.
Our favorite.
Got the beautiful Tiffany.
I can't say it's my favorite yet because I haven't tried it.
The fantastic Michelle, and I have something.
We'll see.
And Brian.
And Brian, all these, their parents. I'm not a parent, and I have
Brian
parent.
McKnight.
I have parent questions I want to ask the ladies and the man other than me.
So ask us.
Okay, you guys.
When
the babies came.
When?
Huh?
I said when, like when's ago.
Hold on.
When?
Okay, hold on. All right, here we go.
When?
Hey,
There we go. All right.
that's pretty gonna burn her throat.
I'm gonna go a little bit more than y'all.
Pour a
There we
glass
go.
of
B.
whiskey.
Oh, you good from right now. I can see. But wait.
No, I'm just gonna drink this water and then I'm gonna pour some.
All right.
Oh, this one smells.
Okay. I'll let y'all
See, this one burns more than that one.
You said you're not drinking any? Okay.
All right.
The question is, women, did you finish the question or no?
No, I haven't. But
Oh, okay, go ahead.
about pregnancies, birth. Were your pregnancies planned?
No,
Or was it-
my pregnancy wasn't planned. Neither one of them. I have 2 children, by the way, and they're adults. I didn't even want to have kids. But I looked at it this way. Obviously, they were meant to be here because they're here.
It happened because it was meant to happen, or it wouldn't have happened. See, that's my question. How many, I always think how many people really, that if you're not married, how many people plan them? Like, I know some people do, but in general, is it more often than not that it's not planned? And it does depend on who normal circumstances. We're not talking about stuff that, like assault or the grape.
Yes.
Not talking about none of that. We're talking about just in average, I find you attractive, you find me attractive, connect. Does how you feel about the man play into you giving birth to the man's child? Because some women have abortions, so what makes you keep one baby and not keep another? I'm just curious of that.
For
It
me,
just depends,
it depends. Like for me, neither one of them, I wasn't feeling like, ooh, I want to have his baby. But if it was to happen, it wasn't a big deal. So my son, that was a whole situation. That's goes into something else, and I didn't.
Let me interject for both of y'all because you said something. So can you look at a man and say, "Ooh, I want to have this baby"? She said that.
Well, not literally,
It
but,
does
but
happen,
I
though.
could, but I can be with a guy and be like, it wouldn't. If I did get pregnant, it wouldn't.
First
bother
of
me.
all,
like that, not like, ooh, I want to be his, have his kid. But if it was to happen, I wouldn't mind. But it wasn't a lot of men. All of my relationships, I didn't feel that way though. Actually, the relationships that I had that I did want to do it with, I don't have children by them.
So, let me ask a question.
Yeah.
I want you to chime in, but let me don't. So you would get into a relationship with a man, but you wouldn't want to have his baby?
Well, it depends on the stage of my life. I didn't want kids, period. And look, I have 2. Mm-hmm. So depending on who it was and what stage of my life, I would be like, okay, if I was to get pregnant, then I would do it. Like all my relationships were long-term relationships. I didn't have like little short. My relationships were all 5 years and plus, all of them that I've had. Mm-hmm. So being with somebody for 5 years in my relationships, a lot of them was like we were planning a future and we were doing things. So some of them, obviously, I didn't mind if that's what it was going to be because a lot of them were like, we were looking to get married or we were looking to do bigger and better things and create a life together. So having children wouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
and I wasn't like that.
All other questions.
I have 4, and I wasn't in long-term planning except for 2. And I have 2, but my last 2 have the same dad, and the other ones don't. But the last 2, we were like, okay, but my last one, yes, he was planned. And sometimes when you're in the moment, like I had a boyfriend, and he's like, I want to have your kid so bad. I was like, yeah, I want to have your baby too. But I already knew I wasn't gonna have any more kids, but it was just that moment where you're like, yes, that would be nice, to want to have your child. And then of course when you're young and you don't know what the hell's going on, and he's on top of you and he's like, I want you to have my baby, and I'm like, yes, I do too, baby, like yes. And then you're just like, wait, what am I thinking? Like I'm like 16, 17. I don't really want a kid right now.
Yeah.
Shit,
But
it's
now
not
you feeling
good.
so good, you just be
I'm
like, whatever.
please. I'm like, don't even pull it out. Give me your baby then. But don't do that, girls. Use protection.
Right. Don't do that. Because you be
That's what I wanted to
talking
hear.
about how
That's what I wanted to hear.
you should have done it.
And sometimes it's the heat of the moment, but other times it's like yeah, you do want to have a kid because you're like, I'm going to be with them. And, you know, and sometimes it just happens.
Well, that's what happened with my son. The heat in the moment, I didn't think about if he was on nut or not. It was just feeling so good that I didn't really care. I just wanted to just do it. And then I realized, did he or did he not? I don't remember. Oh, well.
And they didn't have Plan B back then. We didn't
have
no Plan B.
It was legit It was a legit because my son's father, we wasn't in a relationship. It was one of them hot ass. Oh, he fine. I bet I can get that one.
Yes.
All the females want. I bet I can get that one. It was one of those type of deals, and that's what my fast ass get because I shouldn't have been having that mentality. But you know, I'm 17.
But it's nature,
I'm 17. Like, ooh, he fine. Everybody want him. I bet you I can get him.
I was in there.
Got him. Sure did.
But that's nature. That ain't a bad thing.
Got him and got him forever now.
I'll be like, oh, he's gonna be my next victim.
Victim. See,
I'm just listening, bro. That's what I want to hear.
It should be like, this is awesome.
But you know what, though? My children are such a blessing. And even though I say if I can take it back, I really can't say if I can go back in time because I really love my children and I'm thankful for the children that I do have. So sometimes people are like, if I can go back, I mean, you say that. For me, figure of speech, I don't really mean that because if I go back, then I wouldn't have both of my children. You know what I'm saying? And the experiences and the way I raised them, even though things was tough, I'm just so happy and thankful that they did come out the way they came out. So Hey
B, have you ever met a woman that said that her children weren't a blessing? I've never met a woman. Every woman, like, this is something that I've noticed too, which I find funny. Like, I meet a lot of women that are parents, right? And I ask them what do they like to do or what's their passion. My kids. I'm like, it's weird to me because there's something you like outside your kids, but it's like a lot of ladies tend to live their life for their children.
They do.
And I've always found that, like, you
don't
don't like
dating sites.
Yeah.
But they do. But in the end, I'm like, yeah, I love my kids and I do what I can
when they
for
go,
them. But
what
I
you
need
gonna
my
do?
own life too.
Right.
But
Like,
so you guys understand what I'm talking about. A lot of ladies say that.
My life is my. I'm not gonna front.
Right.
Like, I like to have fun. Fuck that. I like to have fun.
And you put your kids, but
and
you do
my
you
kids,
too.
as long as my kids are fed, clothed, good health, all that, you know. I'm good. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go out today. Bye.
I have two friends
I work
like
too
that.
hard. I work too hard to
like
not
that.
have fun.
We have family members, like I have a few family members that it's all about their kids. Like one of my friends, everything, every weekend, all the time is, oh, my daughter this, my daughter that. Okay, your daughter about to be in high school. So she gonna start doing stuff with her friends. So what you do? I don't know what to do. So that's why you should have been going after things that you enjoy. Like when I would ask her to do stuff, I stopped asking her for so many years now because she's like, oh no, I'm going with the, I'm like, I'm happy you like that. She was like, I don't know how you're like, so you do your thing, but then I said, trust and believe my kids is number one. Everybody know my kids are number one, but I gets it in. I do me too. You know, I'm taking that Vegas trip or going out of town or
you guys are rare. You don't even realize y'all rare women. I talk to lots of women, and most women are not going to be as honest as you guys are. Because I know this. So I ask a lot of women questions. And I don't know if they like me or not. That doesn't matter. But the questions I'm asking, they should be unintrusive. So what do you like to do? What are your passions? I don't know. How do you not know yourself? I don't care if you like to eat all day.
Because it's about their kids. They don't think outside of that.
I never thought about it.
And it's sad because those are the parents that when their kids is gone doing their thing, they literally be depressed.
Yeah, because their kids barely talk to them on the phone. And after all that time that I spent wiping your ass.
Exactly, yep. And doing everything.
Changing your diapers even when you were an adult. And you leave me?
And it's okay because
they gotta have a life.
My son played football from 7 years old to college, and I was a team mom every freaking year. My daughter, water polo, team mom. I planned banquets. I did it all, and I did me, and I was married, and I did banquets, and I did football, and I did me. Cause now, I ain't talked to my son. Oh, he good though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping. I ain't talked to him today. I talked to him tomorrow.
I get it. Some moms don't have the extra help that, you know, maybe we have. You know, like as far as like our mothers or something like, oh, you know, let me see the kids for the weekend. Okay. Or let me pick them up for a day. Some moms out there don't have that.
But that you still should be able to do stuff without
But they don't. They do, but they might not have a sitter. Because I know some people that are like that. They have to take their kids everywhere.
So I got a question. So being a mother, is it innate? Like that's what I'm like. I wonder, do most women like? I've never like. I've gotten older now. I think okay, it'd probably be cool to have a child, but it never was like a dream. Like Brian, you said you wanted babies, and I kept asking you because I couldn't just. I always thought about the financial situation of it. So I'm always curious to how women think about it. That's why it's interesting.
Yeah, mine was like, it was that simple. Like right now, she's cool at the time. She's good at the time that I want a kid. I wanted a kid. I did it the right. I got what I wanted. I said I wanted a son. Okay, I think she's pretty. Boom, son. Certain age, I want a daughter. Boom, had a daughter.
For me, it's always about
barbaric. It don't matter how she look. She could be pretty. She could be all right, but my genes gonna override it. I get it. It's gonna be beautiful and tall no matter what.
Yeah, for me, it's always about. I know that I gotta deal with the women, so it's like, will she be a good mother? Is she gonna be drama free? And I start seeing from just talking to her that it's issues that shouldn't be issues. Even though I think you're beautiful and attractive, we will never have a baby together unless I really mess up. And how much I overthink, that may never happen. That's just me though. So.
Because some of the moms are very drama. It's all about, especially like, say, I have kids and then the dad, we're not together. He ends up with someone else. I could be psycho and be like, oh, what are you doing? And just interfere with their relationship all the damn time for no reason. Knowing he's not going to be with me. Knowing he doesn't want me. But then again, sometimes the guys play the girls. You know what I mean? At the same time, he has that girl and then he's still messing with the baby mama. So then, of course, she's going to be psycho. You know what I mean? I choose to be different and be like, I just don't want any of that drama.
So you think guys play women?
Yes.
Well, so explain what you mean by that, because I want to ask questions.
They like to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Hold on, okay.
Women do too.
Hold on, let me stop.
Of course, they do. It's both ways.
I totally, just so y'all know, the statement, I want my cake and I want to eat it too, is the dumbest statement on the planet. Of course I want my cake and I want to eat it.
Well, what about I want my steak with potatoes?
I do. Yeah. So I'm saying this is where I'm going with this. We want more people to be fake. You want, it's cool that you want to feel special. And I'm not saying people can't be monogamous, but most people don't really want to be. They say they do. Other than being societal taught, they really don't.
But there are some people out there that do like to be monogamous, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
hold on, I'm gonna break down this fantasy for you. It's not sharing. It's not okay. Until I'm sick of you, I want it. I'm gonna get sick of you, and then I'm going to move on. That's why people divorce. Monogamy means one.
Everybody has that mentality.
90% of people have never just kissed one person in their life. That's 90%.
But that has nothing to do with monogamy.
That is monogamy. Look it up. Look at the definition. Mono means one. So the definition means one lover. So you get one. If it don't work out, you don't be with nobody else. Most people are serial monogamists, meaning they date until they're done, then they move on, and they play these rules, only you and me. That's the rule. So what I'm saying, when people try to say they want monogamy, no, they want it until they don't want it anymore. That's what irreconcilable differences is.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being
with
one person for like so many years and say you don't want to be
hold on.
And then go to another.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with being with one person at one time. I don't think there's nothing wrong with being with 5 people at one time.
Right.
I think the problem is people want to lie about it, and then you shame people. A woman and a man get together.
Right.
The man don't want to be with just one woman. Where's this going? Oh, and then the man, when we're gonna be like, it's pressure from either side. Now somebody's engaged in a situation that they don't want to be in. Then you find out because they really didn't want to be there. I did it for you because you kept asking me. So that's where I think when you say men play women, because I'm being biased for men, just like y'all can be biased for women. I think it's because most men and women don't even know how to be honest with each other, and men.
That's true.
It goes both ways.
Yeah, a lot of men don't want to deal with that drama part of the women.
I was dating some guy who was like, he was serious. He let me know like, okay, well, yeah, I'm talking to someone else, this and that, and I was like, cool, we're just dating. Mm-hmm. But then he went and tried to put a label on us, and when he did, I was like, when were you gonna let me know? Because then he ended up being with some girl, and I'm like, great, now you cheated on me. When we were dating, I was fine with that, because I was like, you're doing your thing, I'm still doing my thing. You wanted to put us in a label. And then that just ruined it all. Right. You know what I mean? Because
I really think it's just good, like, honestly, to, which a lot of people don't do, and it has a lot to do with you, put it all out on the table. Like, I'm about to do this, and I'm about to do me. And if you got to be okay with it. If not, then don't mess with me, because this is what it's going to be.
Yes.
And that's why it's really important to do that. A lot of people don't do that. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't do that. But as I got in my 30s, I put it out there. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah, when I was younger too, I was the same.
You know what I'm saying?
I would lie. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to my friends." Boom, I'm really going to freaking home.
The problem with it, I understand it. This is where
I get older.
This is the only argument. I don't know if it's an argument. The only problem I have with that is people are not going to. You wish they would tell you exactly what they want.
And you're right. But I was gonna say something on top of that. On the other side of that, you do that. and people say they're okay with it. We just had this conversation, and then they say yes, and then when they're in it, they're not okay with
because
it.
they get too attached. They get too many feelings.
They just
too many feelings.
To what extent they were okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know girls that change. You give them the D good, they change. Yeah, there you go. So I want to say that too.
We do. Everybody changes.
Everyone changes.
There's some dudes that'll be like, yeah, I
stage.
want to be play around, and then she put it on the dude, and he's like, damn, I'm always thinking about this.
I'm on that.
All the time. I don't want nobody else. So I understand that. That's the problem. From I tell my kids they may change up on you and not tell you what they're doing.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So you have to know what you want. And then block A.
Yeah. See, and get what you want.
I go by this philosophy. You know what I say more than anybody. I don't care what anyone does outside of me. All I care about when it comes to women is how you treat me. I'm not trying to monitor you. You got to do what's right for you. And as soon as I feel you're not doing what I need you to do, then it's time for us to separate.
Right.
So I'm at work. I don't know what you're doing during the day. I'm not checking up on you. I'm not calling on you. I'm not checking none of that stuff. But some people do because they really, I don't care. I don't care what you did before me. I don't care if you've been with one man or a million. What does it got to do with me? Yes. Does it feel good to me? Are you doing what I need you to do? That's all I care about. Yeah. So when I listen to a lot of people speak, I can't relate. Well, it matters. Why does it matter? Listen.
But let me play devil's advocate.
Go for it.
But they taint it. They taint it. Yeah. They can't just love you no more because they had so many that they can't be with just one person.
Man,
that is
weird,
true,
bro.
where it's like that because they're so used to that, and it's just like they crave it. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, do I still got it? Can I still do this or that?
Well, that's
you know
humanity.
What I mean?
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
Going back to when you were saying picking your baby mama, like you got to know the right one because if you do pick the wrong one, it's gonna just be hell for you.
Yeah, I think that.
But are you like this though, ladies? If you can. You like the different sizes of men, right? Different ones. You got the tall one, you got the little stocky one, and you like different things. It's not even you like the variety of it, like donuts, right?
Yeah.
You want to glaze.
Yeah, but you could get like this is the thing. You like donuts is 12 different type in there. You get 12 different donuts. You can also, I know for me, very seldomly can you get the person that had all the different types of donuts. But for women, sometimes, some women, if you get 6 of the 12 is good, but you can't be 1 of the 12.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You get 6 or 7 of the 12, maybe not 12, you okay because you got 7 of the 12 or 6 of the 12 and not 1 of the 12. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
you got
men out there that got
flavors
7
out of that 12.
and that 12,
that you're good.
Because the top 7
you're
might
still
be the most
satisfying
important.
your taste buds.
Yeah.
I hear what they're saying, but I'm about to go make a joke. I want Michelle, I want Tiffany, and I want Tiffany. I'm telling them all I want them all. I'm telling them this.
Okay.
And Michelle like, you gotta just choose me. And then in my brain I'm thinking, okay, I'll just tell Michelle I'm choosing her, but I won't let the rest of them know. That's how dudes
And women do.
Yeah, women. And I think that's the problem because really, I told them up front, I want them all. I told all of them. But that's where the pressure comes.
Right.
Because how can I get Michelle and Tiffany and Tiffany? How can I do this?
Because you know what, you'll
That's
find
how
girls
dudes
that
think.
are out there that are like willing to do
Okay,
that.
that's fine. As long as I'm getting the beefcake and the seed.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's how dudes think. Like, and I think it's.
And as long as I go first,
And I think that's where
I'm not gonna be last. Either first or second.
Look, I like this. What number am I on the list?
Yeah, but I think that's the whole problem because. Like you say, some days I want to eat glaze, and glaze is my favorite. The next day I want red velvet, and that is my favorite. So it's. I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm not even going to the moralistic part of it or society. I'm saying that's the problem because deep in people's minds, that's how we think. That is how we think.
Right. Well,
All right. Well, we wish we go longer.
Yes.
we will have a to be continued
Appreciate it, ladies.
really
Appreciate
soon, guys.
Either way, what it comes down to is some pregnancies are planned, some are not. And either way, you're still going to love your kids. I know some moms that don't, and they're pieces of shit. Sorry to say.
But one of the conversations we had recently was when you find somebody attractive, how do you let them know? Do you come at them straightforward, or do you put yourself in that position, like drop stuff? How do you...
For women.
Yeah, for
I
women.
think it's a...
I've done it all.
I
You
think
look
it's
good
an
as
age
hell.
thing, honestly.
I tell them,
Yeah.
you look good as hell. Or I'll be like, you looking real nice in little jeans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Ooh, your hair looks good today. Your hair looks good today.
oh, you got a nice fresh haircut. Look at your beard on.
Oh, you smell good. You have nice eyes. That smile, though.
How many men do you just give your number to them? Like, hey, just give me a call. I love to get to know you.
I don't
not
do
done
that.
Actually, I did it one time, and it was the biggest mistake ever. Because all he did was call me was like,
Use the call feature.
That's what you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never said that.
Because you can block it and then they can't call you no more.
I could block on my phone now. We can just block on phones now.
But I'd rather you not even have the right number.
All right.
Right.
It has been fun.
It's been fun.
Until
Bye,
next time.
guys. Next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Pew.